Hey there, and welcome back to Off the Rails, an educational monster train series where we explore content mods for the game to shake things up. So, I promised this in the previous episode. You remember what I was saying if you were watching. Basically, I'm doing a Cursed Seed pseudo series question mark with the unofficial balance patch. So we're playing the unofficial balance patch. I already checked. It's already enabled. It's great. I already kind of configured getting to the right page for this. So just sort of assume that I did that correctly. I spent a bunch of time on it. But as I said before, basically some people submitted cursed seeds to me in the mod. And it's really interesting because I haven't received those in the past, but people have been asking about it. So I figured, okay, well, we just finished a cycle. Let's play a few of these before I start with the next cycle. And so here we are. We're playing them. I have two submissions right now. So notably, there'll be two episodes of this unless another one comes up. I am recording these for you pretty close to when they are submitted. So I take value out of that depending on what you see there. So it's not a big deal. But if you have something that you're playing the unofficial balance patch and you think it's a little cursed, you can send it my way. Generate the challenge link for me. I'll play it and we'll turn it around in short order, actually. So, pretty cool. The way you submit these challenge links is you have to generate them with the mod turned off, which is really interesting. So, you basically go to your run summary, you turn the mod off first, you generate the challenge link, then you send it my way. Now you can see what happened here is that the person who submitted this, it actually ended up going to the front page. So people played this without the mod enabled. And the whole point of the quote unquote curse seeds with the mod enabled part of this is that the mod makes some things harder. Something, maybe you see like an Apex Imp in this run, right? And maybe Apex Imp isn't very good in the mod for this line, whereas Apex Imp is an automatic win in the base game. Hard to say. This 59k score is a very convincing victory. Just really large number. So that means they pre-relentless killed Seraph, Divinity, some other stuff. This is a really high scoring run with the mod turned off, is the thing. So take it with a grain of salt. If you play this seed yourself, you'll probably want to turn the mod on in order to experience what the submitter experienced, which is presumably difficult because it was submitted as a loss. I was told that they did eventually win very low scoring, but they took a lot of resets to do so and felt like they made a lot of questionable decisions and are not sure how you clean this up in the mod. So that tells me that maybe this 47k person is the victory we're talking about here, right? Maybe. And then the 59k is almost certainly someone with the mod turned off. There are a lot of things this could be. We have Shardtail Queen. There is a modded path of Shardtail Queen. Perhaps there is an Imp Parade line here that's very strong in the base game because you get fledgling imps, and very not strong in the mod because you don't get fledgling imps, right? It's interesting because I'm actually inclined to test some Imp Parade lines regardless. I have a sneaking suspicion that the modded path for Queen may be too weak right now. It was designed for a pre DLC era when Imp Parade was bad. And remember, this is also an era when Fledgling Imp only gave Rage 3, not Rage 5. So Imp Parade got a huge buff with the DLC launching to the point where it's a lot more consistent and it's a viable offensive line. We will see. It is with melting, which is nice. It means if you see Imperialist or something, you can have a burnout one imp with, I don't know, royalty or something. So we'll have to see. This is also modded, which means that royalty may also just be good on its own. We do have double unit starter here with Queen Zumbling Dregs, so fair enough. It probably would be a really good royalty line, actually. I'd be interested to try that. Anyway, that's about as much as I need to say here, I think. I'm not really counting win streaks because, again, this is kind of all over the place, right? I have a 1 win streak technically here because I did lose a couple episodes ago, but this is a cursed seed technically, so I don't know, whatever. We won the last run. That's what really matters. We had a wicked etch loop with Marsh Lord, First of Kin, Bog Deep Cocoon. Honestly, the run was awesome. I really hope that if you're interested in the mods, you check that episode out because it was really, really strong and just cool. It's not something you see in the base game ever. And the Etched Loop really came from Total Recall, right? It's a 3-cost card that does a lot of work. We had a -2. I made 2 of them that were 0 cost, thanks to a -2 and a -1. And then I made one of them holdover because the video game wanted me to win very badly. So we'll take these. Perfect upgrades across the board. It's like a triple multi-strike, triple hitting first of kin in there. It was a silly run. Very awesome. Good high roll. Good high roll shenanigans, as it were. So, yeah, I think that's everything I've got for you. I will keep recording curse seeds for you, the unofficial balance patch, as long as they keep getting submitted, like I said. So if you have any, send them my way. I will record them and put them up in short order, right? I mean, they'll go up in like a week or something. So yeah, cool. That's all I got for you. So yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's see it. Now, if I did configure this right, there should be a pop-up that tells me I have mods enabled and it cannot submit my score to the leaderboard. Hey, look at me, I did it right. This is what's going to happen, right? So you will not be able to submit your score to the leaderboard. And that's also how I know that the people who already got the high scores here, they didn't play with the mod enabled, right? Because they wouldn't have been able to submit these scores. It's the whole point of the system. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and continue, though. Yep, we'll just be playing the run. All right. You can tell we did it right because Hallow Drippings looks correctly modded. All right, cool. So I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine, catching up a little bit on recording since my vacation, as it were. So this is what, like the 4th episode in a couple days. I've been really picking up the speed on this a bit. I want to build out my backlog because work might take a downturn in the coming weeks, which, you know, means I just have to have these planned a bit in advance so I don't run out of episodes or something. But that's enough for me. Let's play some Monster Train. We are Exile Hellhorned with default Melting. It does mean we have a double unit start. No Diligent, so I don't feel terrified. We have, let's see, Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Rage Arcus, and Chaste Seraph with Molting Imp, Hallowed Drippings, and Battering Ram. It's a pretty decent start, right? Nothing too crazy. Hallowed Drippings is modded, gives armor to the floor. It's a very aggressively good card, right? It's a consumer that gives 5 armor and 5 burnout. Love to see it. Battering Ram is nice. If I see an Imp Parade start, I theoretically could simply armor up and do that. Yeah, so let's look ahead. Everywhere that someone died is not useful to me, so we're not going to look at people's deaths here, because remember, they played without the mod turned on. We are seeing Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic on ring 2, the Hellhorn banner on ring 2 side. Okay, fair enough. It's fine. It is a forced Hellhorn banner as well, so no melting units here. It's probably fine. Whatever my queen is, it's most likely I would rather play her with a Hellhorn strategy. There are maybe some, you could put like Baron would be fine or something like that. Maybe a Legion of Wax to go crazy a little bit. We do see both banners on ring 3. Merchant of Steel, number 2, with the Hellhorn banner. Cool. Temple on ring 2, not on 3, which means we need to have that set up early if we want to use it. 2 Merchants of Steel means we might get got. We don't. We didn't get got here. We have the ring 5 Merchant of Steel still. Cool. Dupe on 4, a really bad lineup though. Wounds and healing, not great. Merchant of Magic, an extra Hellhorn banner there, and Unstable Vortex on ring 4. Okay, it's fine. Last Temple is ring 7. We have a removal dupe on, oh, interesting, both ring 7 and ring 8. Is this a 4 dupe run? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, it is. 4 dupe runs are pretty rare, but if you can take advantage of it, sometimes you can create some truly astounding things. But it's hard to predict that we'll be able to take advantage of it, right? I mean, it's going to depend so much on what we're shown. So, pretty good setup, though, overall. Ring 6 is kind of a dead zone, actually. Let me look at this, right? No merchants of note. You have a trinket shop, which is maybe okay. It does have money with it and removals. We'll probably go that way. Maybe try to save some cash just for a reroll and a purchase there. But Otherwise, no steel or magic shops there leading up to Arcus. Maybe scary. All right, I think it's enough preempting here. Let's see what we're shown. First Hell-Pact Winged Indulgence. These are both okay. First Hell-Pact does not have very many good hits here. You simply have the spikes and maybe some event, right? You some event X-costers. They're okay. You can't predict that you'll see them, and I think taking this prospectively is just worse than grabbing Winged Indulgence. This is a useful upgrade, right? It's just -1 to everything. I like that. Seeing it early is pretty good too. It helps a lot in the early game. Sure, we'll click it. We will take it. Forge shows me, okay, Imp Parade and Royalty. I think Royalty is really good here. Honest take. Now, this is immediately where the divergence from the base game and the mod come into play, right? In the base game, you snap click Imp Parade and you go all in, or at least you go 2. You look for Imp Parade 2, Imperialist 1, or something like that. You just generate fledgling imps and you win that way. It's fine. You would never click Royalty. Here, though, I think Royalty's really good. You could make the argument for Imp Parade simply because I have a battering ram and the Hallow Drippings, but I don't think so. I think I want the Royalty. We have so many good chump blockers here. Seriously, count them up. That's 5, 10, 12 one-space units. I'm going Royalty, and you can't stop me. Now, does that mean... Can I take this Horde? It's tough, right? This is the universal question, right? Because Molting Imp does technically answer the 9/2s, but what if I'm shown an armor trial here? You cannot click that armor trial or you just get sent, is the problem. Right? Now, and of course, you might get an upgrade on a priest, not a archer, so sure, it's possible. This Horde could be good. There are a lot of good hits here. Votive Key would be one. Any of the Imp Relics naturally synergize here. I think we should skip this and chill, though. I think it is easy to get sent here, and I would rather take a unit trial than the Horde every time. Okay, let's move on at 0. Lock that in. All right, so, I mean, look at this. This is actually... Wow, this is the perfect example of why I made that decision, right? Because if I had taken that 15 shards, you walk in the first defense, you have a foot soldier behind chains, and you have an upgraded foot soldier here, probably. There is also a priest on this, could get upgraded on turn 1, sure. But taking that with this armor trial, I mean, we're guaranteed to take damage here, but we're okay because I did not take the Horde. That's really important, actually. Really, really important. I guess, actually, this isn't the combat with the priest on turn 1, huh? True. True. I'm going to play bottom, I think. Yeah. You just simply charge this floor, right? You put the dragon back, I think. We're going to put the Molting Imp in front. And then the Queen Zimpling. This kills the front unit for sure. Yep, and then you put the dragon back and you kill that back dude. And we can stick the Train Steward middle just to guarantee a mid-floor collector. Okay, we got a top-floor collector, which is also fine. I will play... Let's see, if I put this Hallow Drippings in play, this front imp tanks the whole round, which is really good. I can play both Hallow Drippings here. So what we do then is we play Queen Zimpling bottom here. Yeah, you then double Hallow Drippings here. We dreg upstairs. Get that collector, and then take Train Steward middle. We're looking at a 25 by 2 queen with 20 life. It's pretty good. I don't think these units ever go to the top floor, which is good. Bottom floor is locked. Nothing gets played here. So we just chill, I think. Okay. We should get through this, right? Oh yeah, I also see the battering ram on turn 1, which makes this very free. And you know, we could also have cleaned this up a little bit with the dreg on top, so even if we had leaked a little, we would have been okay. That's fine. Good turn 1, good combat 1, I mean. Yeah. Cool. No damage taken, get the trial. Like it. Ritual or a welder helper. That's interesting. Welder helper is really good. Ritual to battle, the queen has multi-strike. Also really good. I'm not seeing a magic shop for a while. It's true. I could take a -2. I think I should grab this ritual just in case there's a -2 here, right? Welder helper is fine. Ah, man, should I click the welder helper? Maybe. You usually regret welder helper if you do not click it, is the thing. If you see a later imperialist pivot, this might be really bad to not grab. I think the ritual helps a lot with scaling. Ah, it's so good. I'm going to click it. Molded very strong. We clicked this. I want to bring back units to get them killed again. Legion of Wax. Okay. Okay, you could do Queen's Impling Legion here. The Queen's Legion. I don't talk about this line. When I talk about Legion of Wax, I always talk about the 3 really strong lines. You've got Entombed Explosive, so Legion of Bombs. You've got the Wickless Tycoon, so Legion of Tax. I love that one. And then you've got the Paraffin Legion, which is Paraffin Enforcer infused in the Legion of Wax. I don't talk about Queen's Legion, which is the Queen's Impling infusion, because the problem is it's front-loaded, and it's hard to get them killed, because eventually they just kind of clog your floor. I don't love them. Meanwhile, I think Railbeater is a really good choice for this queen. The first hit coming out is very powerful. I think you just take Railbeater here. It's just better, question mark. Am I going to regret not taking this Legion? Maybe. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I'm going to take the Railbeater. Lock that in. All right. Fair enough. We got to go to the... I don't need to go to the Hellhorn banner, actually. We saw a good unit. And... yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to go to the magic shop and just simply -1/-1 this ritual battle then, and then that sets it up for the ring 4 dupe, potentially. That is a really strong pickup. Sure. Seems good. Give me a -2. No, you know, it's fine. Monster Train. I understand. -1. Let's see. Re-roll it. No double stack here, I don't think. A double stack Howler Drippings is pretty decent, but no. Holdover, huh? Interesting. I can afford holdover and the -1. You could hold over this battering ram. I do have armor in the form of Hallow Drippings and the Railbeater here. This is a unique case where the base game would not let you do this with battering ram. It's always -1 into this ritual. It just is. I need to make that thing dupable right away. Battering ram is, you know, it's pretty good actually. It's 120 damage right now. I'm gonna do this holdover. It's a little early, but it's fine. We do not take an infusion here. We spent a lot of cash there, which is good. Good and bad, I suppose. Right? Yeah, staying at 0. We're very strong right now, but it won't always be that way. I can take this Mark of Invasion, no problem. We play top floor, it's free. Right, Queen has to go down first. We need these rally triggers. We are playing Railbeater. I am putting in the Queen's Impling on that floor. Good. I'm playing a Queen's Impling middle. Good. Sure. Let's see. I do get the Collector if I play this Queen's Impling up top, right? I should play the Hallow Drippings first. Let's see. I do get a Molded here, which I think I will take. Get a Burnout 1 Queen's Impling. Oh boy. I could even keep that dude around if I wanted to, make it tank, but I'd rather play more units, right? So you're going to put that one middle. I'm going to play one up top. Good. We get the collector. We put this middle. I will put the dragon play. And I'm going to save the Hallow Drippings. I guess I didn't really need to. I could have just played it before putting down the Queen Zimpling. It's okay. I think this works out, though. It's a really, really good Molting Imp draw. Excellent. Play another one middle. Excellent. Put a Train Steer downstairs. Get rid of it. Cool. I could open up the backline by ramming the High Priest to the back, and then you hit him upstairs. I do want to put the Imp upstairs, though, for the ping. Right, that gives the rally trigger. I am going to send this man to the back, actually. And we put the Dragon front, which actually kills the Foot Soldier. Yeah, cool. Okay. Alright, fair enough. We get the Hallow Drippings upstairs, which is pretty good. That is an extra round from the Queen. I have one Queen Zimpling left. I'm just going to play drag. And now I'm going to cycle the Battering Ram to the back again, because I can almost one-shot the boss with Battering Ram now. Sure. Seems good. Sure. A good combat. We take the trial, no damage. Good. And you know, never punished. Welder Helper anyway. I'll click it. It's good. Molten Encasement. Oh my god, look at this memento mori. Sacrifice a unit. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 15 times the number of non-morsel units in your deck. Well, it turns out I have a lot of those. This card deals 285 damage right now. That's stronger than Battering Ram. Wow. The alternative is I could actually just play Stealth. You could do something like burn out one Endless Welder Helper and just play it repeatedly into Queen. It was pretty decent, I suppose. And then you just Battering Ram the secondary units out. Multistrike is going to be the question of the day. I'm going to be looking for ways to hit multiple units. I think taking a Molten Encasement is more correct than this Memento Mori. I can also see the Memento Mori again later, right? Take a Stealth unit here. It's a good infusion. It's a good everything. We go right. Merchant of Steel. I'm taking Endless or Multistrike here. Endless. Great. Now, I could sell the Hellhorn banner, buy the Endless. Think about this. I'd have to sell the Horde too. We're always going to take the Endless into something. The question is simply what? Endless Welder Helper is really strong, but I have to hit Burnout 1 pretty much. Yeah, true. I guess you could do the stealth thing, and then it always gets attacked because the rest of the floor is stealth, which is also fine. I think you do want to Endless this Welder Helper, though it is good. It's better than the alternatives here. Endless Molten Encasement. It's fine. This works if you have, what is that, the Ember giving one, Encased Ember, I believe. You'd otherwise rather have the Imp be Endless because there are more synergistic relics here. Okay. Okay, let's think then. I may need to sell this Horde or this banner. I think I am clicking the Horde first, and there's a reason for this. If it's Guild Marker, I'm really happy about that. Yeah, this is a terrible, unbelievably bad relic. Wow, sketches of Volatile Gauge and Infused Mallet. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I want to sell that no matter what, actually. Wow, what a waste. Infused Mallet. I guess it's worth more than 25 gold, but... Is it really? I'm gonna sell it. It's fine. Now that does let me take this endless and re-roll and then do some looking, so we will do that. Sure. Spin it. Give me a burnout 1. Beautiful. Burnout 1 into my welder helper. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Good job. Go team. Okay, now let's look at the banner. What do we get? Steelworker is pretty darn good. It's a lot of armor, huh? It's a good infusion into Rail Beater. Branded Warrior's not terrible either. He gets kills on Rail Beater. The problem is I'm looking for hits or I'm looking for defense. I think Steelworker is the right choice here. Yeah, sure. We'll grab the Caverns. If they show me an X5 or something, you could just... I don't think I X5 the Welder Helper. Maybe you X1 it and then self-infuse it or something. I think I would rather grab the self-infuse. Maybe I didn't need the Molten Encasement if I have this much armor, but meh, it's fine. Let's look in the Caverns. Wingmaker, huh? Okay. Now, you ever just make Rail Beater tiny? It's pretty good, actually. Right? What is Wingmaker doing for me? It's space for units, which is nice. It is a ping. It is a good backline answer. It lets me do something with holdover at another holdover. It's pretty good, is the TLDR there. So, Wingmaker versus, Heph. Does Heph answer my problems at all? She just gives trample infusion and otherwise just hits. I don't think she's great. Meanwhile, -1 space Rail Beater with infused with Steelworker and then duped is pretty strong. It's an extra hit. No Rage Imp on this run, by the way. A little shaky. This would be much stronger with the default game Imp Parade, in case it weren't obvious. Yeah, it's true. I think I am just going to make Rail Beater tiny, actually. I think it's good. Heph's Consolation. Alright, Rail Beater, you're small. We'll infuse Steelworker in, and it'll be good, I think. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Heph. Appreciate it. I like that event. It's like a minor refraction with a +10 built in for any 2 space units. That's basically multi-strike, right? But the problem is he's not scaling offensively at all. Okay. We'll think. We will think. I might have defensive on lock with that imp, in which case maybe there's an offensive infusion here that I'll grab. We are okay for the moment, right? We're just fine. Let's see. Imp. Hallow Drippings. I mean, I just play bottom here because I can play my units without fear. It's kind of an interesting situation to be in. I do play into the rage on Clergy. I think it's kind of stupid to do that, right? So we'll do Queen up top, put the Rail Beater in front. I will play the Dreg because it dies. I will Queen Zimpling here and just get it killed. And we'll chill. I do not want to play the Hallow Drippings yet. Sure. Bomb is actually pretty good here, right? We see the Welder Helper. Okay, so I mean, this thing burns out no matter what, but it's actually just good because we can power up here. We just play Steelworkers somewhere else. Get some stuff killed. Sure, okay. This is where it's going to start being fine, I think. Queen Zimplings are good up top because they self-kill off of the Extinguish trigger. So we play the Welder Helper, and then you Queen Zimpling, it kills itself. Great. Which now means I can put in a Dreg for extra value. Train Steward, middle, sure. Steelworker is doing something, I promise. Cool. All right, so it is Welder Helper. I mean, we're clearing the floor. Queen is doing fine. Welder Helper, I have the Ritual here. That's good. Queen Zimpling, and then a Dreg, sure. It's okay, right? This is fine. We're clearing floors. This will stop being possible eventually. I would like to play the Battering Ram, but I think the correct choice is actually Welder Helper and then Molten Encasement here. You Queen Zumpling middle. Just take up some space. Yeah. I think it's okay. We are playing into rallies well enough. You do, yeah, Welder Helper, and then you kill it yourself thing with the Queen Zumpling, self-ping. Then you do a Molded into anything that has Burnout 1. You play it back. 81 by 2 is a pretty strong pickup here. We're definitely winning this combat, right? There's just no world we don't win this. Yeah, we annihilate Daedalus, right? He just gets absolutely sent. You do what? Hallow Drippings, Welder Helper, Ritual. You mold back, Molten Encasement. Seems good. We don't even. He doesn't even get through this thing. All right, cool. Good job. I know I messed up the melee weakness a bit there. It doesn't matter. Hallowed Halls Royalty? I have too many units for Hallowed Halls. Genuinely too many units. Sacrificial Resurrection. Wickless Recruitment. I think Hallowed Halls would be interesting here, but it's really bad, right? You can't click this because I have too much junk. I can't play Imps, I can't play Molting Imps, I can't play Train Stewards. What's even happening? I'm gonna skip this, I think it's fine. Bounty Stalker, Horned Warrior, Paraffin Enforcer. Huh. Okay. This run is very interesting to me now. You see a lot of good stuff here, actually. Is it ever Paraffin Enforcer Infusion into the Rail Beater instead of Steelworker? I do have Burnout Extenders. I do also have a Molded. I will remove Train Stewards and some other crap. I have Stealth. I can put the Stealth to protect the Queen, technically. It's true. I think it is Paraffin Enforcer here, right? And then what? I go to the right next. True. Okay, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing it. You ever Hellvent next floor for that ritual? Maybe. So I go to the right next. I take the Merchant of Magic. I do a -1 on Molded. I'm looking for remove consume Hallow Drippings, maybe? I could take a -1 on a Battering Ram, potentially. I think I'd like to save the Battering Ram for a possible -2 from this triple temple path. Right, it's a very prospective hit, but it is okay. You could reasonably have gone Bounty Stalker. So there is a universe you take Molded, and then you hold over Molded, and then you have a Bounty Stalker. You then Bounty Stalker slap everything to death on this run. It's true. That does work. Yeah, fair. If you take Bounty Stalker here, what are you doing? Like, what is the play? What are you bringing back constantly? Technically, your Imp becomes crazy if you infuse that, but that's wrong. What would be the play here? Bounty Stalker, Rail Beater? No, if I had Gurg's Goad, maybe, but I do not have Gurg's Goad. So, okay, I'm going to take Paraffin Enforcer. I think this is just correct here. I do not need space yet. I have a small unit. I will take Draw for now, although this is... It's Rage. It's Rage. It's okay, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. So we'll take Draw for now. Right. Let's do it. Yeah, cool. I don't know if I feel strong. I don't feel bad. I do think I go to the right here. Look at this Hellhorn banner, I guess. Why not? Another Horned Warrior. So that means you could have done Bounty Stalker infused into Horned Warrior here. It's true. It's true. I don't need these units here. Playable Demon Fiend. Look at that. Wow. No, I don't need these here, I don't think. I'm looking at the Paraffin Enforcer line. I have my units. We're okay. Alright, remove cards. I need to get rid of Train Stewards. I also think Steelworker can go, actually. I've changed my tune about where I'm going on this run. True. Holdover. I can't afford the holdover. I have money in the middle. You ever holdover molded here? Maybe. We're shown an Imp Parade pivot. It gives Endless to an Imp. No, we're gonna take the royalty too. I think this is just more correct here. You ever hold over here? It's kind of a weird choice. You could hold over the molded and then bring back random imps for rally triggers. It's pretty decent. I think I take this money no matter what, and then I don't buy that because I need to upgrade at a Merchant of Steel, technically. Kind of. I mean, the only thing I really need is a Multistrike. It's not ideal, right? So first we're going to remove a Train Steward. Always one. Now, the next question is, do I just send Steelworker here? I think the answer is yes. He's not doing much. I'm going to be playing the Paraffin Enforcer line, so we send it. Goodbye, Steelworker. You had your chance, and it was not needed. Skipping a holdover is not what I like to see. But I really don't have many hits for this, right? I can't do it on Hallow Drippings, or honestly, I would, right? I would. This card would be great, but I'd have to remove Consume first. I could do Molded. It does give me a steady stream of units for Rally Queen. I definitely see the Bounty Stalker winning line, right? You do Bounty Stalker infused in a Horned Warrior, you give it Burnout 1, you reform it constantly, and then you make 2 of those, it wins for sure. So if we had just clicked Bounty Stalker, then we would have had a free win here, I think. Instead, I've opted for other things. I did not click that unit. Instead, I have Paraffin Enforcer now, because I was leaning into the things I knew I had, as opposed to the things I didn't know were coming. You can't count on this holdover here, right? You just can't. Obviously, seeing it with the molded is nice, but yeah, fair enough. Okay, so my line here is Paraffin Enforcer infused in a Rail Beater. I'm looking for a multi-strike. I think I do want this holdover molded in case one of them dies. It's pretty good. I'm going to take this money no matter what. We buy holdover molded and make it a -1. And we simply hope that we see a money trial here so I can do something at this steel shop. Pretty much. That's where we're at, yeah. Because we only get 75 here, which is 135. It's not a lot of cash. It is not a unit trial. In fact, it's a spikes trial. Can I ever take this? Yikes. Bad combat. Protectors. I really, really hate the reflectors here. They cause big problems to my battering ram play. I don't know about this, champ. I'm not sure about the spikes. I think we have to skip the spikes. We're at strong risk of getting sent. I don't have great access to the back line still. It is just Molting Imp and maybe Battering Ram to move things around. Let's keep it off. I think it's correct. I mean, the thing is the way this turn 1 upgrades changes everything about this run, right? It's just way too risky. I will play a drag upstairs. I'm going to put the Paraffin Enforcer middle and just send some Train Stewards down below. There's no universe I can get this collector, right? I don't think so. We mold back the Train Steward. It technically gets Rage, right? Sure. Oh yeah, it gets extended because of the modded Paraffin Enforcer. Right. True, I do want Rail Beater down. And I would like to put a Dreg in the pool. I don't want to clog top floor with imps. I'm guaranteed to draw an imp next turn, right? I just am. True, so we just play one and get it burned out, so maybe I can reform it next turn. It's okay. It will do fine. Alright, we clean top floor up, which is actually surprising, genuinely. I'm going to take the burnout 1 imp. I do need to play the Hallow Drippings first. Then the imp. I don't want this imp surviving. Cool. I could also put the Molten Encasement in play. Or really what you do is you just play the Dreg, right? Good. Dreg, good. Get the Dreg killed down here, and then you battering ram the tank out of the way on the bottom floor. Cool. That's good. And now that holds over the battering ram to just absolutely send this tank upstairs, which is huge. Cool. Then you play the Welder Helper. Then you mold back a Paraffin Enforcer? Sure. It's fine. Cool, cool. I probably need Ember. I mean, it's okay. The problem is this battering ram costs 2. I'm banking on either a value stone, which would be ideal, or a -1 eventually. So we're okay. You play Welder Helper here. We molded. I guess a Dreg. Sure. It is weird. This man actually sustains his own burnout here, which is fun. Let's see. I think I should click battering ram over the ritual. Yeah, I think that is correct. Yes. Our man should burn out here. Yeah, he does. It's always Welder Helper. Battering ram, molded. I suppose you just bring back a Queen Zimpling here. And then we put the Dreg in front to chump here. We let this man burn out. And hopefully we draw that Hallow Drippings again. And we did. We did it. Go team. I'd like to reform Mr. Paraffin Enforcer here. He lands. You then play the Molting Imp in front. I'm doing 270 on top floor. Huh. Is it better to Molting Imp out the back lines here? I mean, absolutely. Just play for the top floor win con, right? We easily kill this boss. Yeah, you just play for the top floor win con. You don't need to do anything weird. And then you hold over the imp here. We play the Hallow Drippings upstairs for sure. Yeah, okay. Stop trying to do weird cheeky stuff with the Paraffin Enforcer floor, right? We win, right? We've done it. You put Molten Encasement in front here. You Ritual in the back. We win. Great job. Yeah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Modded Inflame is intriguing. Daze and Rage 14. I have Stealth already. Imp in a Box is curious. You could see some good stuff here. I mean, Imp in a Box is pretty great. Single Rage Imp is huge. Yeah, we'll take the Imp in a Box. I think this is good. I don't need the Tiresome Climb. I have Stealth for my line. I'll have enough HP on the Queen to get her out of harm's way. Sure, Imp in a Box, good. Votavary is pretty excellent, right? Rally triggers with Votavary. Yeah, just click her. Just click Votavary, it's good. Now, I'm in a very bad position on this steel shop. I could go to the magic shop. It's tough. I think the removals are more valuable. We're gonna go right anyway. I'm gonna look in the steel shop. It's a large stone. Okay? It's a large stone. Ashes of the Fallen. Okay. Sure. Sure, actually. Yeah, great news. My imp now is 30 armor to the floor. Cool. In fact, very excellent. Wow. Yeah, this is a very free win in the base game, right? You have Ashes of the Fallen plus Rage Imps from Imp Parade. Ah, they show me the -2. We are clicking it. Battering Ram online. Huge value, by the way. Okay, now this means Molting Imp is now a backline solution. So we're infusing Molting Imp into Welder Helper here. And this helps more than the Paraffin Enforcer infusion right now, right? This just is better. It deals 30 to enemy units. That's humongous. Wow, I love that. Yeah, okay. Get him, Imp. Good job. A very big power-up, actually. Save our cash. I get no value here otherwise. I probably just dupe that Imp, right? Yeah. Well, think about it. I need space, technically. Do I? I mean, I play mid-floor. Queen, Railbeater, Molting Imp, Railbeater. Yeah, no, we play mid-floor, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take space next. I infuse later. Yeah, actually, we're chilling. We're chilling. That was a great power-up turn. Excellent. Cool. We play mid-floor, skip the stealth. It doesn't matter, really. Mark of Invasion, sure. I'll take this money. I need this money. I'm glad to see it here. This is very helpful. We should be good, right? I have very little fear about this run. You gotta accept the Ember Drain. Get that rally trigger in. I'll play Molded. And I will put down a Dreg because it dies exactly. You put down Paraffin Enforcer middle. And you... Oh yeah, the Queen Zimpling shoots 2 units, right. Of course it does. So we play at bottom floor. Oh, that's good. Right, the Queen Zimpling, of course, shoots 2 units. We knew that. We knew that. Molting Imp. Play the Hallow Drippings up top. Oof, this Welder Helper is big. You just play a Queen Zimpling. Or no, you mold back the Dreg here, actually. You tank 1 in front with this Dreg, and then you put the other Dreg in back to give you that Collector. We just... Wow. Value. Cool. Really good, actually, in fact. Let's see what the Imp in a Box has. Fire Chomper? Sure. Give me Ember, friends. Give me Ember. Okay, we're going to reform a Dreg here. And I'm going to create a pretty potent mid-floor. Cool. Molting Imp up top. Great news, friend. And then we just play some Queen Zimpling, a Queen Zimpling downstairs because I don't want to kill all these units. Because the overcharge tanks on future floors are potentially concerning. Okay, sure. Now we have poised the top floor perfectly. Watch this. Hallow Drippings upstairs. You put the Imp in back. Cool, we kill the man. Good job. Molded. I'm going to bring back Mr. Pyre Chomper. Put him in back. Because they burn out after this man dies, so it is chillin'. This overcharged tank could have been upgraded on bottom floor. That's why I didn't play units there. We let mid floor fall apart. No problem. Good. Yeah, so here... Now we finally draw Votavary, so it's just, what? Molting Imp? Right. Of course. It's too powerful. We bring back Paraffin Enforcer friend. It kills something, actually, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to play this Queen Zimpling, right? It does pretty good then. Play the Votavary downstairs. Sure. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. At long last, we draw this Battering Ram. I have a lot of holdover cards, is sort of the issue, as it were. You put the dreg in front here. It dies. Very good. We mold back, I don't know, a big dreg. Sure. And then you battering ram the harpy back, and you kill the backlines. Cool. Seems good to me. We now reform Mr. Paraffin Enforcer one more time. It's fine. We have a one-shot up top with the battering ram, so we'll just hold on to it now. It's a decent turn. He at least gets one round. But we win already. But then you just 1,000 damage the harpy here. Cool. Thanks, battering ram. Good job. Inferno is almost definitely the card to click here, right? You just make it -1/-1. I am going to the removal dupe on ring 8, most certainly. I will dupe the... I guess I don't have an upgrade into Rail Beater by the time I have the ring 7 dupe. So maybe... Interesting, actually. So maybe then I infuse that ring 7 and... I don't see a steel shop unless I go to the ring 7 one. Why am I looking... Wait a second. Why do I care about this dupe? I dupe the Inferno I'm looking at. You Inferno -2 and then dupe it. I mean, that's fine. I can still do that. I could also just dupe a Ritual of Battle if I really want to. Rage is not going to be my line. It will help a little, though. So I think I'm going to the ring 7 steel shop here. I'm going to the trinket shop next. I have the cash to afford a trinket. That's good. Yeah, we click Inferno. Yes. You click Inferno. Votivary Sacred Wicks, Subsuming Blade. Nah, don't think so. Pretty sure that is just a skip. I don't have a ping, but I also have access to the backline thanks to battering ram. I'm gonna go right, by the way. Trinket shop, I already talked about this. Resonant Shard, Resin Block. Oh no, the Bounty Stalker run is so strong. Ah, what have I missed out on? Wow. You could pick up the... What is it called? You could pick up the Golden Vault there, and it's pretty decent. We're clearing out a Trained Steward, and I think it's just the Imp. I'm going to keep the Molten Encasement in, because you never know. Clear out a Queen's Impling here. Sure. Okay. Resonant Shard? Not it. I have some Rage. Doesn't matter. I'm not going all in on it. It's cool. Resin Block? You could, but I don't think so. Battle Votivary. You could do it. Golden Vault is really strong, but I feel reasonably powerful right now, actually. I should probably take this infusion here, right? I have the holdover molded in case they burn out. Yeah, we're going to do this now, actually. This is very powerful into the next combat. True. It's true. Yes, this is good. Cool. Okay. I think I go to the steel shop next. We look for our final upgrades, and then we dupe it on ring 8. I take space from Arcus. Yeah, the line makes sense. I'm going to re-roll this because I could see Combustible Wax. I didn't see Combustible Wax. We saw Flicker's Liquor. Flicker's Liquor does make every card in my deck free. Yeah, you know what? We click Flicker's Liquor here. We just do. It's correct. I save the cash. I mean, I could buy a removal, actually. Buy a removal on what? A Queen's Impling? Sure. Seems good. Yeah, cool. That's fine. Because we get the 75 gold here, so I'm always at over 200. I can re-roll that shop, no problem. And I get, what is it, 100 from Arcus, I think? Alright, we should blast Arcus. I'm not really worried about him now. We have the line, I'm pretty sure. This will be a little slow until I have the second one of these rail beaters, but it's okay. I actually could just get him killed, right? This is what? 28? You ever just Inferno him and then reform him immediately? You ever Inferno your floor and then reform the queen? What the heck? Is that good? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do think I actually play the Paraffin Enforcer and then Inferno the floor. Huh. Yeah, sure. And then we Inferno the floor. Okay. Then you play Queen upstairs. You mold this man back, and we play him upstairs, and now he has an extra burnout, which is pretty cool. And you just get the Dreg killed. Sure. It's okay. I'll take it. Sure. Seems fine. Bring back a unit. Sure. I will play the Hallow Drippings here. May as well start that process. Let's see. It's a really good Molting Imp on downstairs, huh? I like that. And I can also prevent this curse from coming in by simply playing the bigger dragon front here. And just get these floors going. I'm not getting any rally triggers, but it's fine. This is a really slow combat. I'd like to let the Rail Beater get some hits in. I'm not going to play the Battering Ram right now, actually. We're going to let it go. Yeah. Alright, it's an Incant Shard. Don't do stupid things. So you play the Imp in a Box off floor. It's double Pyre Chompers. Okay. I will play the Molded off floor as well. So the only spell in my deck is currently Hallow Drippings, so I click that. In my hand, I mean. You play the Welder Helper. Okay, sure. We get to swing into Arcus, actually, which is really good here. The enemies do not attack back, however. Ooh, we're getting farmed out by that Master of Light, huh? Yikes, friend. Yikes. Yeah, I don't really care that much. As long as he doesn't one-shot the queen, it's fine. I'll leave these units in. It's alright. It's fine. It's cool. It is cool. Yeah, so it's now Welder Helper up top. I think I actually stealth here on top floor because it protects us from the scary Master of Light turn. You Votavary downstairs. I am going to reform something. Probably just a Dreg. Attack an enemy. Sure, dude. Shoot him. It's okay. It is fine. Right, I have Inferno. I'm not that scared. I clear this floor, actually, which is pretty cool. We Welder Helper upstairs. I mean, this clears backlines, which is really, really strong in general. Cool. It also hits Inferno, which is, you know, good. And then I play Votavary up front for more rally triggers. Cool. You mold back a Dreg, I suppose. Does not really matter. You just play units because everything is free here. Ritual goes into the queen, and then we Inferno downstairs. Seems good to me. Yeah, all right. I'm feeling feeling pretty good about this, actually. Our rage is really, really bad, actually, when you think about it. So there's that. This will look better with more units. I'm happy to take these curses. It's fine. I guess you just keep bringing back the Dreg here. There's no reason not to, right? Sure. Just play units, I suppose. This is, again, fine for now. Our scaling is bad, though. Right? Our scaling is bad because Railbeater's not hitting enough, and there's only one of them. So it's not ideal, is the way I'll describe it. Let's see. Same stuff we normally do. Unit, good. I will mold back a unit now. Fire Chomper can come chill upstairs. This is important because I needed to burn out. Is there ever a world I can somehow open up Arcus to a battering ram? There is, isn't there? There is, yes. It's true. So what? We battering ram upstairs in the middle, which kills the Quill Marksman. It's true. So here's how you do this. It's going to be weird, but you basically have to give up some scaling on top. You do the welder helper downstairs, and then you battering ram it. And you do this on every floor. We play a molded into a burnout 1 unit here. Good. You put that somewhere. Doesn't really matter. You then play Votavary in front. We get some scaling. I get some rage onto the ritual friend. I'm just going to Inferno the boss now. It's fine. Cool. Sure. We're okay. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. I don't need holdover. This is my deck. Wow. I guess I didn't realize how small my deck was once I played all my units out, huh? Strange. Cool. I'll take it. Yeah, sure. You do the same thing as before. We create a Queen Zimpling. That's burnout 1. You play the Votavary upstairs. Good. We can battering ram this, and then we just Inferno our floor again. Good. I mean, now we win, right? You play Molting Imp. I mean, we won anyway. Fine, 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 fine. Votavary comes in, great, but we get a 920 damage battering ram on the boss here. So he only swings once. And then you Inferno your floor. Okay, I think we're getting there. One Horn's Tome. This is doable. Right? This is doable. I can take this melee weakness, right? I have big armor. I also have stealth, technically. I have Flicker's Liquor to make it free. Yeah, I'll take a One Horn's Tome here. Yeah, actually. Great news. Good job. I don't need Ember anymore. Space is still probably correct for the mid-floor setup, right? I'm going to have another Rail Beater in the mix. It also makes top floor good elsewhere. Yeah, we'll take the space here. I think this is correct. We will go through that space, no problem. We have solved Ember at least, which is nice. Show me Multistrike video game, and this run gets much stronger. Show me another Endless. Good Endless is Molten Encasement. It's not a bad idea, I suppose. Okay, no Imperialist is rough, but we're okay. We'll just go all in on Royalty, I suppose. Plus 15 per rally trigger is pretty strong. It's just a plus 30 for every unit we play, of which there are many. Okay, Rally Queen, let's go. Spell Chain, huh? In desperation, do you ever spell chain Hallow Drippings? Maybe. Endless Molten Encasement. Oh, what you would actually do if you were concerned about this, by the way, is you just infuse Molten Encasement into Votavary. That is just better, isn't it? Yep, that is just better. And because this is my last temple, I need to do that here. Yeah, okay, fine. Alright, alright. Yep. Genius. Cool. Votavary tanks. Molten Encasement. It's 0 cost. Yeah. Alright, fine. It's good. It's good. We reroll this now. Quick. Man, that sucks, huh? mean, you buy what you get, right? It's like, I have stealth, though. So what? I don't know. You take the 25 HP. He is going to be the target for One Horn's Tome. I mean, it's okay, right? You missed Multistrike, it's fine, because we took One Horn's Tome for this. We also took Tiny Stone for this, so we get 2 of them. I'm going to 130 into Chaste. It's what, 140 is Purify? I guess I don't really care. Give him 65 starting HP. Sure, I think this is fine. We can always reform him if he dies. Yeah, that's a true statement. Right? You could give him Rage 7. Give him some starting attack. 34 instead of 20. This might actually be better, right? If he dies, I can just reform him. Yeah, I'm actually going to give him Rage 7 here. It's fine. It isn't pretty, but it's fine. Okay. Well, unfortunate, but fine. We'll move on. I think we're strong enough for now. We're already over 100 shards. Conduit Masters at 115. I have Infernos. I have Battering Rams. I should be fine? Question mark. I draw my deck in 4 turns. Technically more if you include Votavary redrawing. Okay. This will be a test. Alright, well, we hit the right one. We upgraded the Steel Wings, not the Gilded Wings. That is good. It's also a good turn 1. Seeing that Molting Imp is nice. Yeah, so it's Queen up top. I will play Paraffin Enforcer. I will start the rally triggers here. Rage will be going into the Queen here. You get a unit killed downstairs. Do I hold over this molded here? I don't think so. I'd like to draw faster, so we'll grab it on the second draw through. Yeah, so we just kind of hit the Inferno, which is the exact card I wanted to hit here. So, yeah, great job. Oh no, my man is burning out. I do not care. Inferno middle floor. Great job, go team. Votavary is a free redraw, and I would like to hold over Battering Ram here, for sure. Okay. Fair enough. We're going to start armoring up the Queen here, then. Sure. Imp in a box. Give me a Pyre Chomper. Hey, Pyre Chomper. Love to see it, friend. I could Battering Ram this out, but I'd like this unit to die. I'm going to give her the One Horn's Tome here. Sure. It's okay. We'll do it. Take the Votavary, just play units here and get them killed. It's true. And then we hold over the Battering Ram. I'll play it in the Pyre Room. I don't want to reorganize these floors, right? I'd like the Battering Rams to connect with the big units. Yes, we're okay. We've done this, right? Yeah, you do Welder Helper here. You play the Votavary in front. It's safe. You just send a bunch of random stuff on another floor. No big deal. Battering Ram on the top floor. Yeah, sure. We're okay. Cool. So what I'm learning is I really should have... Yeah, what I am learning is that I really should have played the Reform. But, you know, it's fine, right? It's fine. I'm going to leave this Battering Ram. I don't need to play it. I mean, the thing is once you've played all your units out, I have, what, 6 cards in my deck? So it's just chilling. Hey, look, molded. I can bring back my man, finally. It's great news. Wow, I'm so good at the video game. We're going to take the... I mean, it doesn't matter. I have Flicker's Liquor. I don't care about Ember Drain. So you do Rail Beater here. You do Molting Imp Friendo. You play the Votivary here. You Inferno downstairs. It's only a 600 damage. I mean, I don't play the Battering Ram, right? It doesn't matter. We'll redraw it in time. It's cool. You now double Hollow Drippings here. And we just keep going, right? It's true. We just kind of keep going. I will take a Molded into an Imp here. I'd like to get another trigger on that rally. You just play the Votivary middle. It's no biggie. It's cool with me. Yeah, very, very clean win. In fact, you then put the Votivary in front, and then we get a nice little 900 Battering Ram into the boss. Very good. Cool. Okay. Yeah, all right. I see this win. I see this win happening. Yeah, sure. Cool. Important Work is an interesting pickup, right? If I don't have my Welder Helper, it pushes me through faster by drawing off of a Queen Zimpling or an Imp in a Box. If I do have my Welder Helper, it's an extra trigger. It's good. We click that card. And we skip the rest. You could take Sacred Wicks, but I don't think it matters. Just play the Reform card, right? It's important. We go to the dupe, as I said. I'm going to look at the Trinket Shop first. Split Anvil, Boon of the Blacksmith, Concussive Coals. Reroll this. This is all bad. Impsicle. This gives me a lot of trash I don't want. Lightstone Casing is maybe interesting to me. I get to remove 2. Because of the Important Work pickup, I actually would rather get rid of Dregs here. Yes. Drag out. All the other spells are good, so drag out. Cool. We see a double stack. You ever double stack One Horn's Tome for Multistrike 2? I actually think it is double stack Hallow Drippings, though. This is a good card. 10 Burnout is strong. Yeah, true. -1 into that one, maybe? It doesn't matter, right? These all -1s don't matter. I have so many units. I don't care. True. We're duplicating Paraffin Enforcer Friend. This is correct. You play 1 Imp, 1 Molten Encasement, and then 2 Rail Beaters sustain each other and themselves. We give a lot of rage. And then we play big Hallow Drippings energy to keep them alive. It's essentially multi-strike. Yeah, dupe our friend Rail Beater. You may as well buy these -1s, right? The thing is that I didn't really hit much of value from this Trinket Shop. I could just buy removals. Well, that's true. If I'm going to click the Horde in the middle and go to 145, I should do it now in case it's Guild Marker or Golden Vault or something. There are a lot of good hits. It's true. And what else could we do here? Am I strong enough for this? We're at the point where I have the One Horn's Tome, I have the Rally triggers, and I have both Rail Beaters. They'll hit 3 times. Sure, actually. Click the Horde. Click the Horde. It's great. It's terrible. It's awful. Why'd I click the Horde? Why'd you let me do that? Why would... YouTube commenter, YouTube viewer, why would you let me ever click that Horde? It was a terrible idea. I should never have done it. Ignore the fact that there were, like, 8 relics I would have loved to see here. Things like Combustible Wax, or Queen's Tail, or whatever. Or Winged Steel, or whatever. You know, we got these. Game sucks. I'm gonna take 5 HP, I think. It's fine. Sure. Sure. It's fine. Lame. Alright. I'm gonna make a -1 on this Hallow Drippings. I'd like to play it on any turn. There's no reason not to. The +10. I'm gonna make Inferno do 110. Sure, you can't stop me. Reroll this. Permafrost? Huh. I was hoping for remove consume so I could play this one Horn's Tome multiple times. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. Firewall's probably the right pick here. It's like 30 HP into the next 2 combats. I should remove 2 cards here. Yeah, 2 dregs need to go away, I believe. Yeah, sure. They're annoying. This guarantees I draw faster, which I really like. I should really be spending these removals. Yeah? Yeah. Just get me through my deck quickly. I have a lot of holdovers and stuff I'm going to be playing a bunch of. You could argue for permafrost on important work in case I miss an imp. Or, never permafrost Hallow Drippings. Permafrost Inferno is actually maybe it. I think you could argue to permafrost basically anything here. But instead, I think it's better to just take the Firewall. If I leak anything, it would be nice to not eat that 30. I think it's better than the 180 removal. I'm down to 21 cards. That is a fast draw. I'm going to take Firewall, actually. Get a little security here. And then buy the -1 into... What is this? The +20 in consume? I do not want to consume Inferno. In the most nightmarish of circumstances, I would like to play Inferno, not One Horn's Tome. So, by nightmarish circumstance, I mean I don't have any units by some... I don't know how that happens, but sure. And we're done. Okay, 145 out of 100. A little high on shards, but I do think they were valuable, largely. And that we can support this, and we go into Chased. Sure. This should have Purify, which is a fun fact of Chased. I do not think it matters, because we have, you know, no units. Yeah, he has Purify. Look at that. Dang. Queen first. Always Queen first. And then it's just Rail Beater. We take the Hallow Drippings here because it's good. I play a Queen Zimpling middle to hopefully bait the boss. I think that's good. Go middle, friend? You know, it's fair. Fine. We take the Welder Helper upstairs. I take the Imp in a box. We just... Ooh, a Rage Imp is awesome. I need to get all these units killed. So... Yikes, we hit our Imp at least, which is good, but... Fair. Alright, oh my god, how does he live? Oh no, the Pyre Wings has -1. I take an Ember Drain for this. I'm a fool. It's okay, it doesn't actually mean that much to me. Ember Drain or not, oh yo, he lives. It was a planned... I did this intentionally to bait Chased. I don't want to hear it. Losing a Rail Beater? It's scary, but it's fine because remember we have perfect backline access here. Yeah. With that, important work is humongous value. Cool. I can mold back the Fledgling Imp now. Put him in front. And then we have the One Horn's Tome in the backmost Rail Beater here. Cool. And then you play the Molting Imp mid-floor, and he lives like a champion. And he baits Seraph like a champion. And we just redraw that double stack Hallow Drippings? Maybe? Ooh, Battering Ram is good here. Kills this man so he doesn't give me Ember Drain. Although he would be the perfect target for Rail Beater, but I could technically play my whole hand just because of Votivary molded. Huh. How strange. How interesting. Huh. I mean, I'm thinking about it. There's 2 lines here, okay? You could take this hit, lose the next turn, basically, and then thanks to Molded plus Votivary, play my whole turn anyway. Okay, it's fine. You work around it. Alternatively, you just battering ram this man the next year, and I lose the procs of rage from hitting him. You know what? I think it is actually super correct to let him live. Yeah. Now, sadly, because I took hammered chest plates, this dude does not actually kill Votivary, which is extremely sad. So what you do instead is you play the Votivary downstairs. You reform a what? A Pyre Chomper upstairs. Sure. He burns out. It's good. You play the Dreg now. And you battering ram this dude behind so I don't take this Ember Drain. We Inferno middle because that's valuable. Seems good. Okay, now watch this next turn. I can play everything off of Votivary combined with Molded, right? Yeah. So first order business is we mold first for a... I'd love to play Fledgling Imp here, but I think it's actually just a Burnout 1 Imp is better. Okay, you play Burnout 1 Imp in the back. Cool. You now play Votivary somewhere that she dies. Cool. And we get the Ritual up top. We get the Battering Ram up top. Very cool. We get the Inferno middle. We do drop the Molting Imp, but again, it's chilling, right? Because we redraw everything. Except for, an Imp. It's fine. We can do Molded into Fledgling Imp here. We will play this Hallow Drippings every time. Big burnout stack. You do Fledgling Imp. Important work. Draw me my Ritual of Battle. Sure. Votivary comes in. It's great because the Gilded Wing kills it first before the Pyre Wings attacks, which means I do not take any manner of Ember Drain. We Inferno the boss. And I move that Pyre Wings to the back again. Cool. We get our Imp back now. Alright, we should be able to win from this position, I believe. I will do Molded here into the Fledgling Imp that I picked up because I think that is just superior. I will Important Work around. Now I play Molting Imp. Ritual into the one that's stacking up. You get a Votivary in front. We Battering Ram one of these dudes, which puts in like 700 into Chaste, and we Inferno. Honestly, bottom. Sure. Cool. Great job. Go team. I mean, we're winning. We've done it. And Important Work is very nice, actually. So in this case, we just... Yeah, Welder Helper, and then Votivary in front. Nothing fancy. We let it... Works the same way. The 9 kills this. We Inferno... Seraph. Do I need to reform anything on this turn? No. So I just drop that and I'll redraw it. I don't need Battering Ram either, right? Like, this is all fine. Just drop it. It's okay. We'll redraw it because that's how this run works. So, cool. Yeah, Molting Imp. Great job. Important Work. Mr. Molting Imp friend. Great job. Battering Ram exists. How much is this going to do? 1,000 damage. Seems reasonable. And we're super winning. Super winning. Cool. I cannot connect the Battering Ram with the boss, sadly. It's fine. It's cool. Because we super win. The Rail Beaters are doing heavy lifting here, yeah. It's a lot of damage they pick up. And their melee weakness also benefits the queen, which I really appreciate. So cool. Honestly, this looks very solid into the Divinity as well. Shouldn't be too concerning. I think we will beat this without much issue. Yep. Turn 1 Molting Imp, Welder Helper Friend, pretty excellent. Let's see, Shardtail Queen coming up. I'm going to give her the armor here, not the Rail Beater that goes in front. We play the important work here, do it again. Rail Beater comes in. If he dies, it's fine. This Impling also dies. We save Hallow Drippings, no biggie. Cool, just get units killed, please. I need to play them. I'm gonna reform the Queen's Impling first. I'm gonna put new Rail Beater in front to get the armor. And then we give that to the Rage. With any luck, I should hit Hallow Drippings and be able to keep him around. I think so. It's the hope anyway. We don't see that, sadly. Okay. We're going to mold back the other Rail Beater now. For sure. I want to see what's in the Imp in a box. Rage Imp is very strong. Yes. Now, Molting Imp is interesting. I do want to play this Rail Beater. Question is, what goes where? I could... Interesting. Here's the thought. I think I put the Votavary in the back here because it gets swept out, whereas it appears that this Rail Beater is tanking this entire round. So you put her in the back. She dies. It's fine. I play the Molting Imp here. That helps a lot. I will play Battering Ram every turn now. And I put Rail Beater in the middle here. I will Molting Imp middle. I will Welder Helper middle. Good. I also need to get this Fledgling Imp killed. Good, they all die. Now, this does power up the Shade Wings. I don't care, right? Because my Welder Helper has a 30 damage AoE baked in. Okay. The first draw-throughs are the scariest. I think once we stabilize, we super stabilize. Okay. How are we looking here? I do see both Rail Beaters and the Hallow Drippings next turn. Okay, so we're always reforming Mr. Rail Beater here. He needs to come into the mix. It's just a thing. I'm going to play the Welder Helper first. This is very important to the everything I'm doing. Great news. You then put the new Rail Beater in the middle, burnout reasons, and we put the Votavary in play. Right, this is good because Votavary gets killed by the Reflector, and then the Divinity sweep is nullified. I can Inferno the Harvest Wave. Cool. And now the real question is, how confident am I about this Rail Beater in the middle? I think I am very confident about him, so I'm going to give him the One Horn's Tome here. Good. I want to hold on to Battering Ram, so we're gonna put Chains, I think, in front. Yeah, okay. I'm very confident in this Rail Beater. I'm not gonna let him get hit. I have the stealth. I think we have everything we need. So, first order of business is Hallow Drippings on middle, or on top rather. Big value. We're gonna start Battering Ram upstairs. It's good. Just kill units, thank you. True, we're going to start scaling very fast now that we have 3 hits on the floor. So it's just Molting Imp, and then Votivary up front. You Queen Simpling, and then I do not need to mold it here, I don't think. I could start doing Fledgling Imp stuff, but I think that we're going to scale fast enough here that it is not important. Yeah, I'm just going to drop Molded here. It's okay. Yeah, we're gonna get it, I think. Once these things start hitting enough, it's going to be powerful. Yeah, we're killing the hell out of chains. Good. All right, we can speed these turns up now. Hollow Drippings first. Molting Imp Friend. Votivary up front. Play the Curse. We one-shot the Battering Ram Friend here. One-shot chains for sure, which punches 1,000 through to the mini-boss. The boss, rather. I Inferno mid-floor. Just send a Queen Simpling, get it out of here. We should pre-Relentless, I think, actually. Thanks to Inferno lineups. Right, like Battering Ram here opens a lot of damage up to the back. Yeah, true. It's true. Cool. Yeah, seems good to me. I think we kill on Slate's turn, actually. Yeah, so this is actually a really good turn. You do mold it into the Fledgling Imp here. We play Fledgling Imp. Right? You important work Fledgling Imp, which draws into Inferno. You play the Ritual here. Sure, seems reasonable. We then play a Molting Imp Friend, which kills spikes. We then play Votivary. This wave is never going to be the kill wave. We will Inferno. You may as well Inferno Steel Slate's floor. It helps. And again, Battering Ram does not connect with anything meaningful here, so just send it on middle. It's fine. Okay. This next turn, I'm pretty sure we win here. Comes close. I think we can do better with the... I mean, Battering Ram first, right? Yeah, okay. That wins. Good job. It's the same deal as before. You Fledgling Imp. You important work the Fledgling Imp, which draws Inferno. You play Molting Imp Friend. Then you play Votivary. Then you Inferno your Relentless floor. Not that it matters, but because you're winning on this turn. But yeah. All right, cool. Good job. Well played. All right, cool. A good win. Probably not the highest score, right? We'll have to look. It doesn't get submitted to the leaderboard because it's a modded run, but that's the whole point of the thing, so whatever. What did we do? What did we do? You know, 58k is a really good score. I'm going to go to the challenge because I would like to see the other person who submitted. I'll talk through their line, even though mine doesn't show up here. So they said they won. Oh. It doesn't let me click it because I didn't submit to the leaderboard. Man. All right, fine. Well, we're going to go find mine then, because I have to zoom all the way out in order to look at the run history. All right. Here we go. This is my run. Okay. So I can't talk through what the other person did because of the way the mods work with this thing. Fine. But we can at least talk through mine. So I think Rally was really, really good here. This is pretty much what you're hoping to see with Rally. You've got that Dreg Queen Simpling start really strong. She was doing something like 500 damage a hit, just killing 2 units. And then also was benefiting from Rail Beater. And that was great. This is another case example of space reduction is equivalent to multi-strike, right? Because they're small, so I get 2 of them, which hits twice. It's great. And then we just kept them alive with these Hallow Drippings. The double stack was nice when I drew it. Happy to have it. Welder Helper did huge work. This Ashes of the Fallen plus the Molting Imp infusion is nuts. You get 30 AoE damage. It clears everything. It's really strong. The holdovers didn't end up mattering because my deck was so small. I was redrawing everything in a turn and a half, pretty much. I had 8 cards, I think. So, really good. But it did mean that I could very easily proc things with the Flicker's Liquor. That was insane value. We had One Horn's Tome just freely played. I wanted this to have Remove Consume, didn't see it. It's okay. Still really strong. Everything else went away. Votavary with the Molten Encasement, honestly, huge. She ended up mattering a ton. Votavary, in a case where you can get Rally or Harvest triggers, is usually just free money. She's just so strong. And then the Welder Helper, of course, glad to have seen a second one and to play it this way. Battering Ram also did great work, honestly. It was just opening floors up. It ended up getting me pre-relentless kills. It cleaned up the extra hit on the floor. Really strong. Big fan. And I didn't end up using Pyrowall, even though I bought it for security. We went to 145 shards. Pretty strong, all things considered. And yeah, truly, this run was clean and straightforward. I think it might be interesting to try this run from an Imp Parade perspective, see how that performs. You didn't see a Rage Imp or anything, though, is the problem, so you would really struggle, right? You'd be, what, holding over a Queen Simpling or a Molting Imp, I suppose. You might be able to do it with this Welder Helper still, but then you're just stacking armor on what? It doesn't matter. It's kind of a weird setup in this setup. You're really looking for a Rage Imp there in your starter or whatever. I will play it at some point. It's fine. Not playing it today, obviously, but yeah, we take the victory. It brings us up to 2 on the series if you care. And yeah, I have one more cursed unofficial balance patch seed to play after this, and then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled program unless people submit them to me and I keep recording them. So fair enough. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for you. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.